What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to J.Craft's Garage. Well, we've had the Chevrolet Trax now for about 13 months, and it's already got 24,000, about 600 and something miles on it, thereabouts, and all that. And so far, it's been doing pretty good, you know, getting 30 miles to the gallon on the highway in the city, driving around the city and all different types of places. Has been just, you know, a good little car running around and using it for what we need to use it for. Well, this car has developed an issue that kind of concerns me a little bit, and we're going to get into this, and I'll tell you what all the issue is with this vehicle. Again, 2025 Chevrolet Trax, 24,600 miles with the 1.2 liter inline 3-cylinder that is in it. That's right, little 3-cylinder 1.2 liter in this vehicle, and it's, to me, I think it has an issue. Let me go into detail a little bit, and I'll explain to you what all took place. So over the weekend, now it's probably been about a couple weeks already, finally did an oil change again on the car. At 24,600 miles, is getting close to 25,000 miles. That's when I wanted to change the oil again, because the oil hadn't been changed since we went to Colorado and back. So from Colorado and back, and now running around, we've probably already put 6,500 miles on the oil, and the previous oil came back as having fuel dilution. So I decided to change the oil at 25,000 and do it probably every 5,000 miles, since this car is used primarily in the city, running around and everything like that. Once in a while, we, you know, travel to San Antonio and back, and do some other things with it as well. While I was changing the oil in the vehicle, you know, draining the oil and then changing the oil filter and everything in it, I was checking it around, you know, cleaning it up a little bit. We had taken it to the car wash, got it all cleaned up on the outside, and we also got it cleaned up on the inside and everything else. So I decided to kind of sort of clean up under the hood of the car, since I do all the routine maintenance and all of the, you know, whatever needs to be done to it, that needs to be done, like changing the air filter, changing the cabin filter, and things like that to keep up with the maintenance on the car. So I was looking around, and the only fluids that go in this car is coolant, is windshield washer fluid, oil, and transmission fluid. That's it. That's all the fluids for this vehicle, because there's no power steering fluid in this thing. It has electric power steering in this, so there's no power steering reservoir for this vehicle. Anyway, so I was looking around, and I saw the reservoir for the coolant. Now, the reservoir for the coolant has an arrow, and it shows where the coolant is supposed to be. Now, this car was cold. It had been sitting overnight, and I had just put it up on the ramps and everything. So I would have thought that the coolant would be, you know, in its normal place where the arrow is. And lo and behold, I look at the coolant, and I see in the reservoir that it is below, like way below the arrow on the coolant reservoir. And I hadn't noticed any leaks, and I hadn't seen any, you know, issues with it, or hadn't smelled anything out of the ordinary, or even through, you know, the interior of it, like maybe a heater core, you know, leaking or something like that. So I put everything back together, and you know, did what I needed to do. Oh, I also rotated the tires on. Tires had not been rotated on the car since we've had it new, so I figured it was a good time to rotate the tires as well at around 25,000 miles, as much as we drive it. So I did all that to it, got it all cleaned up and everything, and took a picture of it, which y'all see here, and went Monday, day after, because I did the oil change and everything on a Sunday, went Monday and went to Price Chevrolet. That's where we got the car from, here in Pleasanton, and talked to the guy who I normally talk to in the service department. And I got with him, really cool guy. You know, he helps me out whenever I need some, you know, need some stuff done on the car and other things as well. So I talked to him about it, and he said that he has not seen any Traxes, whether it be 24 or 25, with issues with the cooling system on it. Could be the first one for me, I don't know. So I told him about it, showed him a picture of what happened um, on Sunday and everything, because wife drives the car during the week and all that. So anyways, I wasn't able to bring it to him, and he was like, well, I mean, if you want to bring it, you can, and we can maybe check it and all that, but um, not a whole lot we can do right at the moment. He's like, let me get you a gallon of coolant, of GM coolant, and fill it up and see what's going on. If it's still losing coolant, um, you can bring it back if you want. Bring it back to me if you want. So that's what I did. Unfortunately, it'd be kind of a pain in the butt to leave the car. Of course, they'll probably give me a loaner, a brand new loaner, for the vehicle in case they have to fix it if we still have an ongoing issue. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fill it up with coolant, and my wife's still driving it. I need to check it whenever she gets back from driving it, and see what the level is on the coolant reservoir, because if I'm still having to add coolant to it, to me it's got something internal that is going on, either going to the oil, like through a head gasket, or it could be burning it out the exhaust. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the bottom. Have any of y'all seen this issue on a 1.2 liter 3-cylinder engine in a Chevrolet Trax? I've seen plenty of head gaskets. I've seen plenty of usage of coolant. Even my diesel truck that's 30 years old, I have to put coolant in it about once a month because it uses a little bit of coolant. I don't smell anything on the outside, so I don't know what's going on with it as well. And other vehicles that I've seen in the past, using coolant, doesn't leak on the outside but is burning it on the inside, even though it doesn't have a rough idle and fuel mileage and everything's good with it. And I have seen leaks, like where coolant pipes go in the turbos and things of that nature, and a bunch of other odd stuff. But on this 1.2 liter 3-cylinder, I have no idea why it would be using coolant. So let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are about this coolant issue that I've got. I will let you know. I'll keep you all informed about what's going on with it, and if they have it in the shop, and see what the fix is for it. I appreciate everybody watching. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody is safe, and hope everybody's enjoying this cooler weather now. We're supposed to have a cold front that came through as well to cool things off. Again, I appreciate everybody watching. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Let your friends, relatives, dogs, cats, and all the other animals know about the channel. I'm hoping to grow the channel, maybe get up to 500 subscribers by the end of the year. Again, I appreciate everybody watching, and I'll see you right here on the next video.